Good morning, boys and girls. I hope you're doing really well. Today is Wednesday and we're going to have the story for today. Jesus loves children. Many people wanted Jesus to put his hands on their children and bless them, but Jesus' disciples tried to keep them away from him. They thought that Jesus was too busy with more important things to talk to kids. Jesus doesn't have time for small children, they said. He is too tired. But they were so wrong. Jesus always had time for children. Don't ever send these children away. Let them come to me, Jesus said. I can tell you this, if you are not going to be like these small children, full of trust in God in their hearts, then you will never understand what God is like. Be like these little children. Then Jesus put his hands on them and blessed them. And that story can be found in Luke chapter 18 and Mark chapter 10. Jesus heals a little girl. There was a man named Jairus. He was very worried because his little daughter was sick in bed. It just got worse and worse, and no one knew how to make her better. Then he was reminded about what he had heard about Jesus healing the sick, and said, "Now I know. I must go and find this Jesus. He can surely make my daughter well again." Next, he rushed out of the house to get to Jesus. He fought his way through the large crowds of people until finally he stood right in front of Jesus. "Please, Jesus, will you come to my house and make my sick daughter well again?" Jesus said, "Yes, I will come with you." Just then, a servant from Jairus' house came running and said, "I am sorry, Master, but it is too late. Your daughter is dead." Jesus turned to Jairus and said, "It is not too late. Trust me." At Jairus' house, everyone was crying. "The little girl is dead," they cried. But Jesus said, "I am going to wake her up. She is only sleeping." But people laughed. They knew for sure she was dead. Jesus then walked to the little girl's bedroom. He sat on the bed and took her hand and said, "Wake up, little girl. It is time to get up." Immediately, the little girl opened her eyes and jumped out of bed. Jesus called for her family and said, "Bring her some breakfast." Jairus and his wife were completely surprised to see that Jesus had made their daughter alive again, and they ran over to her bed and hugged and kissed her. Jesus had made them the happiest parents you can think of. Their daughter was brought back to life because of this miracle of Jesus. And you can find that story in Luke chapter 8. We'll see you again tomorrow for another story, boys and girls.